Super fantastic. Welcome back, everyone. This is Robert from Custodian File. Today is 4/20. All right, we are going to start with videos from Florida from Chip. Thank you very much. Their videos are coming in. This channel is about small UFOs, commonly called fast movers. I call them personally dragons because I thought 7 years ago they were dragonflies. And Chip here is all he's doing is recording airplanes. When you record airplanes, these small UFOs will recon you. They want to know who you are, what's going on. This is one that everything with the timestamps are my videos here. From April 15, obviously. What we have here is the Highway Patrol, as you could see. He's escorting a VIP on the ground, doing an escort. And while he's escorting, he's getting reconned or tagged or surveillance in the sky. Pretty common, well, extremely common, very predictable, over 90% predictable. These are not random, lucky one-time videos, 1 in 5 years. This is like 5 videos, 10 videos a day. Once you understand the combination, the format, recording these small UFOs, very easy, predictable, typical. Very interesting, never stops, never gets boring, I'll tell you that. A lot of phenomenon here. They'll trigger your X-band, K-band if you have a radar detector attached to your camera. I do on my tripod. They sometimes make clicking noises. You can pick that up on your video. We're kind of getting ahead of ourselves, but again, these are just choppers in the sky. All aircraft, without exception, all aircraft, they do get recon, they do get tagged, especially over Marina del Rey, and that's probably one of the biggest mysteries on the planet right now. Of course, theoretically, it's top secret. Nobody wants anybody to know what all these UFOs are doing in Marina del Rey, but I'm putting the information out there. Feel free to ask questions. I'll share with as much as I can. All right, let's go to the next.
X-band.
Super. Okay, so you just saw this here. The X-band just triggered off. And what it is, the helicopter was right outside the frame. The LAPD was flying in. And there's the plane finder. There's the GPS tracker. So he flew in and then all of a sudden did like an emergency U-turn and got out of there. And that's right at the same time the radar was triggered. That was really weird. That's... The LA, when they fly in, they fly in. They never really turn around and get out of Dodge. That's very unusual. And you can see how he went out of his way to fly over here. And then for whatever reason, he just said, I'm getting out of here now, and just made a U-turn. So they do trigger the X-band, K-band. They trigger the radar about 8% of the time, not all the time. You would think they trigger it all the time. Who knows? It just might be the way the UFO, where it's pointed, how it's oriented. It's hard to say. It's position and space. But nevertheless, this is just the data, and you guys figure out the data here. I'm just reporting it. Okay, let's go to the next. Super. April 10th. Okay, we have the sheriff coming in right over the Jetty Rocks, ground zero. So look at this dragon. Comes up from behind, tags them. And look at the timeline, 755, 755. 1% of the time, these dragons, they do make a U-turn. They make a U-turn and come back within 1 second. In this case, I don't know, it took them way too long. It took them 8 seconds to come on back. But what standard is 1 second to make a U-turn. They leave the frame and come back in. So pretty much this is a real-time video here. Some of you want to see these things in real time. So here we go. I believe that the UFO comes by at 7:55. Okay, so get your eyes ready. 53, 54, 55. There it is. That's what real-time dragons look like. And it's going to come back, I guess that's there it is right there. Phenomenal, right? You're like, what are you talking about? I didn't see anything. You know what? Even in slow motion, I miss them. I watch my old videos in slow motion. I don't see the dragons. I'm like saying to myself, Robert, why did you make this video? There's no dragons in it. And then I watch it 3 more times. It's right there in front of you. So it's okay. You don't see it in real time. That's very normal. But you watch 10 or 20, you'll become an expert. Or if you start recording these, you'll become an expert. Hold your camera landscape, zoom in 5-10%, look for a little dot. That dot will be the UFO. The majority of the time it will be a UFO. It'd be extremely rare. If you think these are bugs, try to go outside and try to record a real bug. And let me know how that works out for you, because it is super hard to record bugs. Almost, God, good luck if you can do that. Please show me. I have real bug video. The thing is, bugs look like bugs, and in slow motion, they're not even moving. They're like birds in slow motion, they're not even moving. These dragons in slow motion are still way too fast. It's annoying. It's annoying. I got to tell you, I'm a little jealous of their abilities to fly this fast. I'm like, wow, give me the joystick. Let me fly this thing myself. All right, let's go to the next. Super. Okay, look at this. So look at the Osprey comes in. You just see him get tagged. This is real time. Because some of my viewers was like, Robert, show us in real time. You don't have to always slow it down. Show us in real time. I want to know what this looks like. There it is right there. I totally get that. Here he is. He just got tagged again. So this is a real treat now, because the military, this is a no-fly zone, and it's not like the good old days. The good old days, 2017, I was getting 35 sorties a day, 35. And then in 2018, 30 sorties a day. So look at this, super slow motion. See how slow the rotor blades are going? Look at that. These guys are easily outrunning the rotor blades. Easy. They could fly between the rotor blades if they wanted to. This is like not even a contest. They're like, that's boring. This is something like a hummingbird watching us try to catch it. Can you imagine the frame rate on the technology on these dragons? The frame rate that they can image. I mean, we think we're smart. We actually have dragon cameras, phantom cameras that can shoot, 2 million frames a second? That's what we have. Can you imagine what they can do? It's unimaginable. I don't even want to say, can they shoot 10 million frames? They would laugh at us. They would go, 10 million frames? We did that 1,000 years ago. 10 million frames is nothing. But I hear now we have some amazing technology, something like a trillion frames a second. So you know what? It's just a matter, it really comes down to mathematics. People I don't know if you realize this or not, but all the top secret stuff, the top secret is in advanced mathematics, not really advanced physics. Advanced mathematics has to happen first. And if you think about it, there's a lot of top secret advanced mathematics. It's just, they're not going to give it to us. Once it's discovered, they don't give it to the universities. They sit on that stuff. That's treasure. That's platinum. But advanced mathematics creates advanced physics, creates these UFO dragons. That's the pecking order. It's just something to really ponder and think about. Hey, if I'm wrong, let me know, but I don't think so. All right, let's go to the next place. Super. Look at this from Brown Dwarf. Brown Dwarf, he just posted this like a week ago. Today is April 20th. He's just going to the Federal Express office, just drop off some packages for a friend. He hears a chopper coming. So when you hear a chopper coming, just turn on your camera, take your chances. It doesn't cost you anything. It's free. Landscape. Again, he zoomed in kind of close. I would have zoomed back because I didn't want to lose the dragon. But the advantage is if a dragon tags the helicopter close, you're going to just get some really much better resolution, and that's what's happening here. So the Apache looks just right above these trees. He's flying, 300 feet? I don't know what that's about. FAA says nobody flies under 500 feet for obvious safety reasons. If something was to go wrong, electrical problem, vapor lock, wind shear, you'd have no recovery time. But yet, when it comes to these dragons, I mean, you see these choppers flying under 500 feet all the time. They're flying with their GPS turned off, no radio transponder. But he just totally scored. He just followed the format, landscape, zoom in, boom. This Apache gets recon. From what I understand, I'm not in the military, but Apache choppers is about the best we have. I mean, if you can outrun an Apache chopper that easy, I don't know what to say here other than we need to figure out who these visitors are. Are they off planet? Are they from the planet? Is it somebody here? Is it some rogue country making these things? Are they from our future? We can figure this out. This is not a giant, this is a mystery. It's not an impossible mystery. You know, we did that research in, 1943, the Manhattan Project, and then in London they had to figure out the Enigma, decode the German code machine. We did it. We figured it out. It was hard. Yeah, it was hard. It took thousands of scientists, but we did it. We can do this. We can break this code. We can. It doesn't matter if they're from our future. You know, like Robert, they're 10,000 years. So what? We can figure it out. The human spirit, we can figure this out. All right, super. Let's go to the next video. Okay, everyone, check this out here. This is like a new photo going around. There's the IP, there's the timeline. I don't know if Lockheed Martin has a crash UFO. Well, I don't want to comment. I have some information, inside information about that. So, but look at this photo. I mean, what is it? What are we looking at here? Are we looking at an ET astronaut in a spacesuit? What are we looking at? Now, if you've been watching my channel, you know I do have one of these photos. And let me show you this. Here it is. Here's a photo I found. Blue Angels, Chicago. Like I always said, Blue Angels, Chicago, 2016. You just scan Blue Angels. You're going to see a lot of things. But this is one of a kind. I do not know what this is. And I don't really promote it that much because it's one of a kind. If it is an alien in a spacesuit, good for you. If it's, I don't know, if it's somebody in the crowd who took off his t-shirt and tied it in a knot and threw it up in the air at this velocity, because this is shooting 60 frames. This is pretty fast. All I gotta say is, if this is Chicago and this is the Blue Angels, don't delete any odd images that you see, because chances are it's a real image. So I'll say, what a coincidence. Doesn't this kind of look like the previous image that I was just showing you? I mean, this is pretty advanced stuff. I don't want to make this too complicated. I'm not trying to create more questions than answers. But when I find the data, I'm just putting it out there. I've been trying to dismiss this. I found this 5 years ago. I'm trying to dismiss it myself. It's like, what logically, I'm trying to, like, is this a towel? I mean, but I'm just like, logically, who goes to an air show and takes their t-shirt off and ties it in a knot and throws it in the air? I want to believe in nonsense, but that's just not believable. So who knows? Maybe they are flying around. We'll probably end up seeing a few more photos like this, and enough people start recording dragons. We're going to start seeing photos like this. So, you know what? Tell me what you think. If you like my research, please tell a friend, like, subscribe, comment. If you leave a comment, sometimes my comments get deleted. I don't know what's with the AI at YouTube. That's weird. But be patient. You can always email me, custodianfile@gmail.com. If you have your own dragon video, reach out. I'd love to hear from you. Until the next video, please stay safe. Thank you for sharing your valuable time with me. This is Robert from Custodian's File. Take care. Bye-bye.